How old are you and how long have you been racing, Jennifer?
I'm 19 and I've been racing for 7 years.
What's it like being a girl in a male-dominated sport?
It's pretty tough. You get a lot of slack from a lot of them, but you know, after you show them off a few times, push them off the track, win a couple races, they got respect for you after a while.
Some of the guys don't handle it well, getting beat by a lady?
No. Last weekend in Leamington, we had a club race, and I had beat them all, and they still won't talk to me.
Do you have any aspirations to go beyond karting in your life?
My goal is to race NASCAR.
Really?
Yeah, I really want to do that.
What do you think of the Barrie road course here?
Oh, it's awesome. It's one of my favorite tracks to come to. You got a huge spectator group, you know. There's so much stuff going on here. It's just so much fun.
What would you tell someone who doesn't race why they might want to come out and try it?
Just for the fun of it. It's a good experience. Last year, I was picked out of 10 people to try out for an F2000 race car. They picked 10 of all of Ontario, and that was the most amazing thing that I've done. It was such a learning experience for me. So just to come out and have fun and learn and meet new people, that's what it's all about. The first corner here is really tight. You gotta be smooth going into it, or you'll hit the hay bales. Going around the first corner, you get a long straightaway, which you get a lot of speed. Last corner at the end, almost a 90-degree turn, and it's pretty tight, and you got to lock them up and get around there good to make it for the next corner. Through the parking lot, it's pretty full out. Then you come back onto the front straightaway. The sweeper's the best, going down the hill and coming up. It's full out really fast.
Why did you begin kart racing?
It looked fun.
Yeah? Is it fun?
Yeah. I just like having fun. That's my main thing. My goal every race is just to finish. I don't care where I come in, I just have fun.
The competitiveness is great. Like, there's 15 guys in my class that have a shot at winning, and you don't know who's going to win.
You can have a little fun driving and getting away from your parents.
And what do you find the most difficult thing while you're on the track?
People behind you, because they're pushing you into the corners.
Getting to know the tracks. If you travel a lot to different tracks, it's pretty hard to get used to some of the tracks.
I find after the chicane, it's pretty hard, that corner. Because it's so tight, it's hard. If you go in too low, you can hit the hay bales, and if you go out too far, you can hit the hay bales. So you gotta get it just right, and you have to brake early.
On the track, when someone has an accident in front of you and you get in part of it.
What do you think of the Barrie Grand Prix track?
Oh, I like this track. It's really fun. All the hard corners and fast track, long straights.
It is awesome. It's pretty hard, I have to admit. It's fast, you get to most of the corners full throttle, and it's pretty hard also.
The Barrie track's nice, but there's a couple of tight corners that you get in the hay bale. So.
The Barrie track is really amazing because it's not like any other track because it's a street and it's just really different.
Tell us a little bit about what is involved in getting your son or daughter involved in kart racing.
Your first step is to find a club and become a member at a club. There's clubs located everywhere. Like I said, we're in Hamilton, the Cameron Motorsports. There's several clubs all over Ontario. So you would become a member there and race for at least 6 to 10 races before you'd have to come up to this level.
How is it fun for a parent to come out and do this?
Just seeing your daughter doing good and meeting new people.
Now she says she loves partly doing it to get away from mom and dad. What do you think of that?
I'm glad she's out there getting away from us because she's stressful.
What keeps you guys coming back out every year?
Well, he wants to do it. As well as he wants to do it, we'll support him.
How is it as a mom watching your son race?
It's exciting. First I thought, I'll be panicking, but then he's really doing well, and then that's what he wants to do. So we are there to support him, and he's the only child we have. And as long as he enjoys and doing what he's supposed to do, then we'll support all the way.
Is this a safe sport?
Yeah, I think it is, because my kids race skiing also, and I see a lot more injuries on the ski hill than I do here on the racetrack.
Does ASN do a good job of keeping it safe?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, absolutely. They do a great job.
So, Kim, why do you come out here all the time to support your son for racing?
Well, he came home one day and said this is what he wanted to do, and it was very challenging learning a lot about cars because we don't own an auto body shop or anything. But it's great father-son time, and we just love doing it. It's something we've learned to enjoy.
What do you think of the Barrie event here?
This is a great event. We run a lot of races at a lot of tracks, and this is by far, it's just the best. It's a great track, and for the city to put it on, everywhere we go, you go for dinner, they just love having you, and it's no bad part, it's all good.
Coming up, the finals from our junior racers.
Canada's cleaning sensation. It's a winner.
Winning colors.
1,000 uses in one convenient solution.
Winning colors.
Discover what winning colors can do for you.
You win. Things lose. Winning colors.
Find winning colors at these leading retailers.
So what is it that makes you want to keep racing cars?
The speed and the competition is really tight.
Now, what series are you running today?
I'm just running Rotax Senior today.
Okay, and why that class?
The competition is so close that it's more of a driver's class. The better driver you are, the better you tend to do.
These are kind of like spec carts, they're all almost identical with very strict limitations on how to modify them. It's more about the driver?
Yeah, the engines have to be sealed. You can't do any special work to the engine. So that's makes a big difference when you can't work on the engine.
So how have you been doing so far at the Barrie Grand Prix, qualifying and practicing?
In practice, I was 10th fastest, but I didn't have any brakes. So I was flying off the track in a few spots, had to clean all the hay off. But hopefully, with some better tires, I did some chassis adjustments. Hopefully I'm top 5.
So for those at home who maybe don't race, what would you tell them to get off the couch and try it? What would make them want to try it?
Once you're in it once, you always want to go back and ride again. Like once you have raced once, it's just something you're like, oh, I want to go racing, let's go racing.
What do you think the biggest thrill on the track is?
I personally like passing in the wheel-to-wheel competition.
It's really close and dicey.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Barrie Grand Prix track, the road course as opposed to track-driven courses?
I love it because everybody is equal. Everybody gets the same amount of practice. It's not like a track that's always there and you can always go practice. It's just the days that are set out to practice and that's it.
No home court advantage.
Yes.
So what's it like racing with the guys?
It's okay. The odd time they try and scare you, but I just don't let them get to me.
Do they handle it well when you beat them?
Some do and some don't. Depends on the guy.
On Saturday, racing on the scenic street course on the shores of Kempenfelt Bay, 4 junior classes were up for grabs. In the Canada Junior Light Race, Christopher Lane, number 99, had the fastest qualifying time, but could only manage 4th in the final. The win would go to Ben Wright, number 37 from Cambridge, with Keenan Harris